Viewers all over the world, I've got a prophecy for the nation of Mali. Yesterday, as I was praying, the Spirit of God took me by the Spirit to a certain place where my eyes were opened and I saw Americans, an American meeting or a delegation of Americans. I saw 7 Americans seated around the table. And as I continued watching in this vision by the Spirit, I saw this man speaking about you, Mr. President of Mali. I saw this man coming to a point whereby they signed, all of them, a piece of paper. And the Spirit of God said, I must communicate via this medium to alert you that there is something that is being planned by the Americans in line with the nation of Mali. And as I inquired further by the Spirit to understand what is being planned, and the Spirit of God revealed to me that there is a delegation of people who are going to be sent to come and address you or come and sit down with you, Mr. President. And what they are coming to do, I saw them coming with a mission of assisting or offering military aid to your nation. But as I continued asking the Spirit of God to further reveal their intentions, I saw that in return they were asking to have access on a particular piece of land in your nation. And as the Spirit of God continued to reveal in line with these Americans, their intentions, the Spirit of God revealed to me that in that piece of land in your nation, there is already people there who have scouted and have discovered uranium in your country. And there are also people who have also studied the area and they have tangible proof that there is the presence of uranium in your country. So now the Spirit of God said, I must get this information out to you via this medium, also to expose that as much as these people are coming in as if they want to help and give you military aid, their intentions are to get your resources.
Confirmation of the prophecy of the man of God has recently emerged. Recent news has shed light on the true intentions of the Americans regarding the nation of Mali. These reports reveal the American government's exploitative actions, which are disguised under the guise of providing military aid. Records indicate that America has supplied Mali with military ammunition amounting to over $146 million. Prophet E.G Sibanda's prophecy provides valuable insights for Mali, urging them to carefully evaluate their relationship with the Americans. This news was reported on July 17, 2023, while Prophet E.G Sibanda's prophecy, dated May 15, 2023, remarkably predicted these events 2 months in advance with astonishing detail. The prophet's ability to foresee such events with such precision is truly remarkable. Stay tuned to Africa Diaspora's channel for further updates on this developing story.
Peace, family. My name is Vicky Doolin, and thank you so much for tuning in to African Diaspora News channel. Please make sure you give us a big thumbs up and share the broadcast. It makes it more likely that other folks will know that we're here. And how many of you all know that we, your independent black media, are the counter voice to the oppressive media apparatus? You make us a formidable force when you share, when you like, and when you engage and support these platforms. Thank you so very much. Family, this is some interesting and juicy news. It is amazing to me that when I examine so much of our vast world and geopolitical news, it is interesting to see how the very ones that turn up their nose and frowns at foundational Black Americans and the Black diaspora at large end up having to eat those very words. The same way with Ukraine. I was talking about that the other day, how they disrespected African leaders for getting involved in Russian-Ukrainian peace talks. But then 5 minutes later, they have to turn around and invoke African children to try to persuade Russia into changing up the grain deal the Black Sea Grain Deal Initiative so that they can get grains and start to invoke African children and how they're going to suffer and all that stuff. By the way, Russia said they're going to handle that. But I just found it was very interesting in karma. Well, likewise, in this situation, I came across this piece that says typo leaks millions of U.S. military emails to Mali web operator. But that ain't all, family. Watch what it says. Millions of U.S. military emails have been misdirected to Mali through a typo leak that has exposed highly sensitive information, including diplomatic documents, tax returns, passwords, and travel details of top officers. And another piece that I saw, it also said something about other certain sensitive information that appeared to be referring to some even classified information. But so that I can be very technically correct, we're going to say other sensitive information from the military. So we can be technically correct on that. Watch this. Despite repeated warnings over a decade, this what gets me. Despite repeated warnings over a decade, a steady flow of email traffic continues to the .ml domain. The country identifier for Mali as a result of the people mistyping .mil, the suffix, to all U.S. military email addresses. Well, family, what's interesting about this is that the internet entrepreneur that Mali clearly has a relationship with out of a Dutch entrepreneur, internet entrepreneur, he warned America many times. And I'm quoting him here where he says, this risk is real, warning to America. This risk is real and could be exploited by adversaries of the U.S. It says that he holds close to 117,000 misdirected messages. Almost 1,000 arrived on Wednesday alone in a letter he sent to the U.S. in early July. And that's when he made that statement that I just read about this risk is real and could be exploited by the adversaries of the United States. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm a spiritual teacher. So I often talk about the fact that we look at ourselves because the oppressive class and oppressive Western nations have nuclear weapons. They seem to have resources and access and connections that we don't have. So we sometimes feel like when it comes down to power and force, we're outnumbered. But I'm trying to tell you, Black family around the world, if we just get together and back each other on this seen plane, don't you all know that the unseen government that's made up of our spiritual partners, they'll make up the difference? This is why I always say when we start to see certain leaks and certain information coming out and we see world affairs shaping up a certain way, it is not because we're working alone in the natural. It's because we're moving in the right direction, family. When we start to move in the right direction, the unseen government begins to assist us. I'm trying to tell you, baby, that this is the divine that's at work. This is God that's at work. This is the ancestors that are at work. This is the creator that is at work. And the weapons that the divine and the spiritual realm uses is different from ours. So that's why you can never just look at how much money we have or organization, even in that moment that we have. We just got to start doing what we know to do, start to take the first steps, and things will begin to shape up around us. America was warned. She was hard-headed. The man over the years, as I just read, over the years, he was already returning misdirected messages over the years. But now you've got millions of pieces of data, private information, passwords. And like I said, in one other piece that I was reading, it seemed to infer even possibly classified information, but to be technically, we just to cover everything, we're going to say military sensitive information. Isn't that something? And was warned. America is scared, as she should be. But I'm trying to tell you, this is a larger thing I feel that's going on in the world. And it has to do with the fact that our brothers and sisters from around the world are rising up to take their place in the world. And there's an unseen government that's helping them do it. If you want to learn more about these.
Prophet of God, Prophet E.G Sibanda.
We have a true called prophet of God, a man with eyes to see and a voice to reveal the mind of God at each present moment. A man with a special grace to benefit each and every one of us. He is the prophet of God, Prophet E.G Sibanda. Join him every Sunday at Living Christ Deliverance Ministries, number 8494, Glenwood, Kwekwe, Zimbabwe.